jail and see if she could persuade them to take me to the hospital. Everyone my mom called and spoke to on the phone or talked to in person at the jail would assure her that I was getting adequate medical care. I requested to speak with a sergeant, and after about an hour one showed up to talk to me. I showed him my eyes, told him my vision was doubled, told him I was in the worst pain of my life, and pleaded with him to send me to the hospital. I told him that I knew something was seriously wrong, that I knew if I wasn't treated soon I would die. To which he said, "Oh, I didn't know that you're a doctor," he laughed. "Go back to your cell, you can go to the medical in the morning." The next morning, after about my 10th sleepless, agonizing night, I discovered I could no longer walk properly. Instead of my normal stride I was now walking with small shuffled steps. I felt very unbalanced, like everything was spinning. I was on a second-story tier, and it was nearly impossible for me to get down the stairs. I was again sent to medical, and this time I was told that I was not going to the hospital, to stop bothering the COs and sergeants, and that all this was your own fault for taking other inmates' medication. I was completely stunned, and adamantly denied that I had taken anyone else's medication. The PA said that I must have, that it was the only explanation for my eyes going cross, and that it was obviously a drug reaction. I cried and told her it wasn't true, that it was something neurological, and begged to go to the hospital. I told her that I was positive I was going to die, and begged her to save me. Cold as ice, she called in the officer and said, "Take her back to her cell. Tell everyone to stop bringing her here. She's wasting my time." I felt absolutely helpless. I was sure that I was gravely ill and that the jail administration was just going to let me die in my cell, alone and scared, in complete agony. I was moved to the ground floor as a safety precaution, and laid on my bunk basically waiting to either become unconscious or die. The other inmates became involved, told staff they had to help me, but were met with deaf ears. About 2 hours later I remember adjusting my head, and I immediately felt a pain in my head and neck that